What's going on, everyone? Oh, let's see. I think my camera's a little fuzzy, so hold on a minute. There we go. I think that's better. Since I use my phone, sometimes it gets blurry. And I'm not sure if notifications are going to go out since I did stream this morning. Sometimes if you stream multiple times in a day, notifications won't go out. So we'll kind of see who all comes in. What's going on, Kyle? Welcome. And I was feeling pretty sick this morning. What's going on, Beast? Welcome. I was feeling pretty sick this morning. Wasn't feeling well at all. But we had ended up ordering pizza, and I got like buffalo chicken pizza. Well, they decided they were going to pour buffalo sauce all over the pizza. So I ended up eating that. It actually kind of cleared everything up a little bit. I guess buffalo sauce will kind of clear your sinuses out. So I am feeling a little bit better. That's awesome, Kyle. Awesome. Yeah, I'm glad to see you, Beast. It has been a little while. So as you can tell with the title, I just wanted to kind of touch on a little bit different topic than what we usually do, what we usually talk about. We usually talk about YouTube and trying to grow our channels. But I think we need to maybe do something a little more generalized. What's going on, Wow? Welcome. Appreciate you being here. So when we talk about what's going on, Lola, welcome. I'm doing great. Chris, welcome. I'm not even sure what that says, Chris. That's hard for me to read. But yeah, you know, I wanted to talk a little bit about success. Lola, I'm thinking that's maybe Spanish, but I'm not sure. I appreciate that. Wow, really? Epiphania, welcome. Glad you're here. Oh, wow. Magical News Live. Nick. Oh, wow. You were streaming. Yeah, I think I did get the notification. I think that's when the pizza guy got here, and I ended up forgetting that you had streamed. Oh, good morning. Okay, good morning, Epiphania. Not sure what PH is. Tell me what PH is, because I'm not familiar with that one. What's going on, Tammy? Welcome. Into my streams and many trolls came in. They'll never get to me. Can't listen since I'm currently not home. Okay, no problem, Nick. No problem. Well, I'm saying no problem. You said you couldn't listen, but yeah, you know, we all have those problems or whatever. But you know, don't let it bother you. Not sure what you're saying, Lola. I don't speak Spanish, so if anyone else speaks Spanish, if you could translate. Sometimes I can understand a little bit of Spanish, but I can't understand that, so. Oh, yeah, I did, TJ. I've been trying to get as many people over to Megan's channel as I can to get everything set up, because she's doing bingo in an hour, so I'm not going to overrun that live stream, so I won't be on here, you know, like a full hour and a half or whatever. All right, Epiphania, I appreciate you coming. Glad you stopped by. But yeah, I'll definitely get that to you as soon as I can, TJ. Right now, we're just trying to get as many people over to Megan's live stream to play bingo tonight. If you send her an email now with your cards that you make, you could probably still play bingo, even though she said it was at 6. I mean, she was going to stop really taking cards and stuff at 6, because she does need to kind of get it organized. But if you send it right now, you might be able to get it to her in time to play bingo. What's going on, Miss Ariana? Welcome. Little Man 360, welcome. Beast says, I've never succeeded without a fight. You will never win a fight unless you try. If you can't run, walk. If you can't walk, crawl. Every new beginning starts with one step. Yeah, that's a very good way of putting it, Beast. Very good way of putting it. What's going on, Elliot? Appreciate you being here, man. And I'm not sure what was going on a minute ago. I don't know how to speak Spanish, you guys. Sometimes I can understand it. Sometimes I can read it a little bit. But I think we had someone that spoke Spanish in here, and I was not sure at all what she was saying. Bye. You going to take a shower? You going to take a shower? Yeah. I got you, TJ. Okay, no problem, TJ, no problem. I know there are a lot of people live streaming and everything, so we will have a little bit smaller crowd in here. My grandkids speak Spanish very fluently, and they can also read it. Okay, cool. I'm not sure if your grandkids are around. There was some at the beginning of the chat. They were speaking Spanish. I just couldn't understand them. I can usually make out Spanish, like I can read. I can't speak it, but I can usually make it out when I'm reading it, but I couldn't read that. I couldn't make it out, so I'm not even sure like who that person was, if they're a new subscriber or not. But what's going on, Dee Dee? Welcome. So Megan, I sent you the email with the cards, and I told everyone if they get it done within the next few seconds or minutes, they possibly could get those cards to you last minute. You might have enough time to get them into the bingo. But we're trying to get as many people over there, and even if you guys aren't playing, definitely go in there because we're still going to be talking and chatting. And go in there and have fun, just supporting everyone else, rooting everyone else on. There's Gotta Love Carpet Pythons. I'm going to tell you, Pythons, you're pretty much the reason I came back on live stream. I only did a 20-minute live stream earlier today because I wasn't feeling well. And as I was saying at the beginning of the video, I had some really, really hot pizza. I had buffalo chicken pizza. That's why I keep burping and stuff too. But that pizza was so hot that I think it kind of cleared out some of my sinuses that I've been having. I've been a little sick pretty much all day, but I had that buffalo pizza, and yeah, it cleaned out a lot. It just made me start being able to breathe. Earlier, I don't know if anyone could tell that was in here earlier, but I could barely even really talk. I was kind of struggling, stumbling over my words. My neck is still I don't know what you'd call it. I can't really move my neck too much. If I try to move my neck, you can tell it looks weird when I try to turn my head. What's going on, Joy? Welcome. Ruby, welcome. No problem, Pythons. I did kind of feel bad because I always stream in the morning, and I do have people that can't make it in the mornings. And you're one of my mods and everything, and I'm really thankful when you do come to the streams. So, I needed to do an afternoon stream for the people that couldn't make it. I don't think Green Bay's streaming tonight, but I know there's 10 other people that are already starting their streams. And I wanted to get on here before Megan did her stream because I want to be in there. My wife's actually going to be playing bingo in there. She doesn't really chat much. She doesn't really talk too much. She's kind of set back, doesn't really talk to too many people. But she'll be in there playing. You'll probably just see her say bingo if she makes bingo, That's just kind of how she is. She doesn't really conversate too much unless she actually knows someone. Ruby says, I always think a man burping is sexy. Oh, wow. I don't know about that. Sapphire says, be careful with that. My husband has sinus problems as well, and he also has acid reflux. Horrible combination, but he can't help himself. He loves cayenne pepper and peppers, and I tried telling him. Yeah, I do have acid reflux and heartburn and everything else, pretty bad, but, I don't know if it's sinus. I've never really had sinus problems. I just don't, some days I wake up and I just don't feel good, And also I haven't been getting a lot of sleep, so that could have something to do with it. Welcome, R. Johns. Appreciate you being here. Abandon. What's going on? Abandon. Is that the Abandon I know? No, Abandon dude in Paris. I think that might be, I know a couple people named Abandon, so I just want to try to kind of see who is who, so I don't get you confused. What's going on, Queen? Welcome. Appreciate you being here. Yeah, burping is sexy. I don't know. What's going on, Robin Nay? Welcome. Glad you came. Glad you're here. Oh, so you know Spanish, Queen? I'm not sure if you can still go to the top of the chat. But maybe you can kind of what's the word? Translate it for me. I'm not sure. She probably already left because I don't understand it. Megan says, but if anyone still wants to play, they have 45 minutes to send me their 3 handmade bingo cards. You can do on a sheet of paper to my email, and she put her email in there as well. So you guys, if you'd like to play bingo, she's going to be doing bingo at 7 o'clock Eastern, which is in 50 minutes, and you have 45 minutes. She needs a little bit of time to get everything organized, so please send her your cards as soon as you possibly can. She put her email in the chat. Send your 3 cards to her, subscribe to her, and hit the notifications, so that when she goes on at 7, you'll actually be in there and you'll get the notification. Sorry, I will be trying to stretch my neck throughout the live stream too, maybe. Just call me Ant. Okay, cool. Yeah, I know quite a few abandoned people. I just don't want to get you guys mixed up. I apologize for that. What's going on, MK3? Yeah, and I think the reason that the notifications might not have went out for this one is that I already live streamed once today, and if you do multiple live streams in a day, I think the second live stream doesn't send out that many notifications. Just from what I've seen. So that might have something to do with it too. I saw this on DD's Twitter, then 9 minutes later YouTube sends a notification. Oh yeah. That's kind of how it works. Andy says, don't forget to thumbs up. I appreciate that. Alright, that's awesome, Hippie. That's awesome. Yes, it would be amazing if there was more people. Yeah, I kind of thought that was you, January. I just didn't want to, sound kind of a little dumb trying to figure out who it was, so I apologize. But yeah, I kind of figured out it might be you, January, because I know how much of a supporter you are. So yeah, if you guys will send Megan, I apologize. I don't know why I keep saying Mandy. Megan, if you guys will send Megan your cards, I don't even know a Mandy. That's crazy. Sandy, welcome. Sapphire goes, shoot, when I go live, I look blue. I'm not sure what that is. Does anybody know what that means? It's not really clear. You can see me, but I look a little bluish. It might be something with your filter or your camera. You might have a filter on and don't even know it. There are filters. I don't even know if my camera has that option. Yeah, I do have that option. Yeah, I'm not going to mess with that, though. But I can put filters on and stuff, so it could be that. If anyone sees my cousin, tell him that without me. Yeah, we're not going to worry about that, gamer. I think you kind of you feed into it too much, man. I know y'all have your little like spits and spats and stuff, but I think it's because you feed into it a lot. So if you kind of let it go, I guarantee you he will not worry about it, and you'll actually, I guess you could look at it as you being the bigger person, but you'll actually kind of overpower the whole situation, and you won't be as worried about it, and he'll be distraught over it because there's nothing he can do. Just a little advice for you. Yeah, your grandson might be able to see what's going on with the phone. There might be a setting or something like that. I'm not sure what you said a minute ago. Let's see. I think mine supporting y'all. But y'all post videos every time. You might have to explain that a little bit better, January. Not sure exactly what you were saying there. Andy says, you guys are an awesome community. I've never seen so many people know each other. Yeah, there's a lot of people, and this is only about half as big as my normal live streams, because there are a lot of people, other people streaming. Plus, I streamed earlier today, so notifications probably aren't going out as much. But, we have a lot of people that will go from chat to chat. I think Cab7 might even still be streaming right now. So definitely go check him out, too. Go ahead and peek in there and say, hey, what's up? If you don't know Cab7, let them know I sent you, and you'll want to be in there. Very good place to be. I'm live right now. If you guys want to come watch me play Fortnite, I'd really appreciate it if you come and support. Yeah, usually I wouldn't have someone come in and say that, but I know you Unleash. I know you're trying to grow your channel, so I'm okay with that this time. To try and help you out. But most people that come in here, it's kind of bad form to come in here and say, oh, well, I'm live right now, and then try to basically take people's viewers away. I don't really care too much. It's not that big of a deal to me, but you'll actually end up getting blocked from a lot of places trying to do that because it is bad form, just so you're aware. Usually if you're live, you can't, it's not really a good thing to try and broadcast it in other people's live streams. Some people will like really, really flip out on you for it. Just so you're aware. Oh yeah, no problem, Andy. No problem. A lot of people will kind of sit back and listen. That's no problem at all. Oh, okay, January. Cool. Yeah, I think so, Kyle. And welcome, Kyle. I think he's probably still live. Well, that's cool, Master. That's cool. Appreciate that. Old Crow, welcome. So glad you're here. If I saw your message earlier, I think it was you that said this was your first time. I appreciate you being here. I do have a subject I'm gonna talk about. Trust me. Yeah, and I understand that, Unleashed, but if you like push too much with trying to grow your channel, you never grow it. So just like kind of talk to people and associate with people, and you'll grow it, man. You know, people can't grow their channels as quickly as you think. I spend way too many hours a day on YouTube. That's the only reason I've been able to grow very quickly. And all I do is go from stream to stream, go from video to video. I talk with people. I don't ever ask them to sub me. I don't ever you know, go in anywhere and say, I'm streaming right now. If someone asks, I'll tell them, yeah, I plan on streaming at such and such time. Something like that. But, you know, if you want to grow, you know, within like a month, 2 months, it's just not going to happen. Unless you have 26 hours a day to put into YouTube. It's 5:15 here in Wisconsin, and I'm getting a little hungry, so I'm going to let you guys go. It was good seeing everyone. I appreciate you coming by, Sapphire. I appreciate that a lot. Okay, cool. Yeah, January. I usually go live early in the morning, though, so you'll probably be in school when I go live any other time. That might be why I haven't seen you in a little while, because I do usually go live during the mornings, during the week. Yeah, Andy, at 7 o'clock, she's doing bingo. I think she put her email in here a minute ago. Not sure if you can scroll up and find it. But you just basically make 3 homemade bingo cards. I have on my last video and in the comment section of her last video, I have the kind of the directions. You would just write underneath. There's 5 spots under each letter, like a normal bingo card. B is 1 through 15. I is 16 through 30. N is 31 through 45. G is 46 through 60. And O is 61 through 75. Those are the possible numbers you can put in those areas. And you can pick any number you want and put them in any spot you want under that letter. If you go to my last video that I uploaded this morning, you'll be able to kind of understand it a little bit better. But maybe like 30 minutes is all we have to get the cards in. Oh, what's going on, Food Forest? Oh, you're leaving. I apologize that I didn't see you come in. I was a little behind on chat. I appreciate you coming, though, man. Old Crow says 420 here. It's always 420 somewhere. All right, no problem, Asian, no problem. Andy says, I heard earlier about it on another stream, but I don't want money, but it'd be fun to watch and meet more people. Oh, yeah, I mean, and, I mean, you could still play, you know, for the fun of it. I'm not sure how Megan wants to work that out, but, I mean, you can still probably play. Or you just go in there and talk with people, you know, and watch people have fun. That's totally up to you. Charlie the Rookie Prepper, appreciate you coming. Welcome. You already asked me that, Master. And Nintendo is old, but it's worth the games and stuff are worth a lot of money for Nintendo and Super Nintendo. Other stuff isn't. But let me go back into the success subject. So if you guys don't know who Eric Thomas is, definitely look him up. He's a motivational speaker. He's kind of what motivates me to keep going. You know, definitely look him up. Really cool guy. He basically came from nothing. He was homeless at one point, dropped out of school, everything else. Like, you know, one of the, you know, worst situations you probably could think of. And now despite of all that, he is successful and really going places. And something I was listening to earlier, and it's one of my favorite phrases. Sorry, guys, my neck, I'm trying to stretch it out. But one of my favorite phrases of his is, if you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, that's when you'll become successful. And I'll tell you the story. He said, welcome, Tiny and Goldilocks. Appreciate you being here. So the thing is that he said, and it's a little more business-minded, but basically, there was this guy, and he wanted to become successful. And so he found this guru that was like a millionaire and everything else. And he goes up to this guru, and he says, look, I want you to teach me everything you know about becoming successful. I want to become successful just like you. And the old man, guru or whatever, tells him, if you want to be successful like me, come to the beach at 4 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. And he goes, okay. He was like, I don't want to go swimming. I want to be successful. What's the beach going to do? And he goes, if you want to be successful, come to the beach at 4 o'clock tomorrow morning. The guy says, okay, whatever, So the following morning, welcome, Rebecca. Welcome, Joshua. So the Ghost Finders, welcome. So the following morning, the guy goes to the beach, and the guru is standing there, and the guy's got his suit and tie on, all dressed up nice and everything, ready for business. And the guy goes, okay, are you ready to become successful? And the guy's kind of looking at him like, I'm not sure about this. And so they walk out into the water, and they get up about waist high, and he's thinking this guy's crazy. They go out a little bit further, get out to around the neck, and this guy's kind of wondering how far this, he's really going to go. Like, this old man must really be crazy. So they get out to where the water's like right there above his mouth. And as soon as they get out there, the guru, the old man, shoves the guy's head underwater and holds him there. And he holds him there with the guy struggling and fighting, trying to throw his arms up and everything else. And he holds the guy right there to the point that right before the guy is about to pass out. And he brings him up from the water. And he goes, okay, he asked the guy, he said, when you were underwater, what was the only thing you could think about? And the guy goes, the only thing I think about was breathing. And the guy goes, okay. He said, when you want to succeed as bad as you wanted to breathe, then you'll become successful. And since then, the guy has, become, really successful. He's done everything he possibly could want to in his life. And that's not just with YouTube, that's with everything. So that's kind of like one of my favorite sayings too, is that when you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll become successful. Welcome, Rebecca. Appreciate you being here. Welcome, Alyssa. I think I caught everyone coming in. But yeah, I wanted to share that story that, Eric Thomas had shared in one of his motivational videos. He was in a high school saying that. And he was saying a lot of people in high school, they want all this stuff. They want to become successful. They want to do all this stuff, but they don't want it bad enough. They want to become successful while they're being lazy. They want to sit at home and become successful. The kids want to stay in school, and they want to make good grades without studying. They don't want to study. They don't want to make good grades in school, but after they graduate from school, they have all these big plans. And it goes for everyone that if you really want to succeed, you have to want it bad enough. And if you want it bad enough, then you will become successful. No matter if it's your job, it doesn't have to do with money, you guys. It doesn't have to do with your job. It could be becoming successful as a mother or a wife or a husband or a father. You can become successful in anything that you want to do and become successful in. And I'm sure mothers understand that with their kids. If you want to succeed at becoming a mother, you have to want it just as bad as you want to breathe. And every mother knows that feeling, right? That feeling of, your kids and, wanting to see them grow up and do things that, are good for themselves, Welcome, Simple Joys. Appreciate you coming. And so the thing is that, if you have something that you're struggling with, if you want to reach a goal, then you really need to think about, how much time are you willing to devote to it? You can't really put as much time as other people maybe. We do have lives, we have jobs, we have families, stuff like that. some people might not be able to put that much time in because you're doing other things, and that's part of trying to reach a goal. My neck's killing me, little girl. Everyone's saying hi.
Hi.
So, I wanted to share that story because that's kind of the whole point of this video, is how bad do you really want to become successful. Doesn't have to be successful in money or in a job or anything like that. I appreciate that, Andy. I appreciate that, everyone. No, don't do that. You got to be modest on TV. I mean, on camera. So the thing is, you guys, is that, if you want to grow your YouTube channel, since we're all on YouTube, if you want to grow your YouTube channel, you want to hit a certain number, you have to want it as bad as you would want to breathe if you were drowning. When you get to that point where you want it so bad that you will do anything, just like if you were drowning, you would do anything to be able to breathe. That is when you'll become successful. So really determine, do you really want it bad enough? And sometimes, and I know this might be hard for some people to hear, okay, because it's a lot easier said than done, but sometimes, even with everything going on in our lives, whether it's maybe like health problems or losing weight or stop smoking or stop drugs or, anything that you might be addicted to, anything like that, when you want something as bad as you want to breathe, that is when you'll either give it up or that's when you'll succeed at whatever it is. Okay, no problem, Asia, no problem. I know I missed a lot of comments. Welcome, Rebecca. If I didn't say welcome, I appreciate you being here. But yeah, that's kind of the whole subject that I wanted to get into today. And I won't be on here too much longer. I do want to have a little bit of time to get ready because my wife is going to be playing bingo over at Megan's live stream tonight. She already made the cards and everything. So we are going to be doing that. But I do want to start having maybe a little bit different subjects to talk about. Yeah, it broke. You want me to fix it? I don't think... Hold on. Is it this? I'm not sure how to fix that, Miracle.
I know how to fix it.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
You have to do it like this.
Simple Joy says, you have to be prepared to learn all things you don't know to succeed. Then once you start to learn, you have to be brave enough to try and fail and try again. Yes, exactly. I can kind of relate to some of that as far as businesses online. In order for something to work, in order for you to succeed at something, you have to, and I wouldn't necessarily say fail, you have to have a learning experience. Because, yes, you might consider it a failure, but if you learned from that mistake or you learned from that, not succeeding, is it really a failure? I wouldn't necessarily call it a failure. Because if you learn something and it helps you grow, then it's not a failure at all. It's actually helping you reach your goal of succeeding. And it doesn't matter if you're a kid. It doesn't matter if you're young. It doesn't matter if you're old. Success is success. And if you're younger, you have a long journey ahead of you. And, start to think of your success and where you want to be now. Stop worrying about all the small stuff, okay? Honestly, it's small little crap. When you're young, when you're still in school, you're still learning. You're still failing, if you want to call it that. But the thing is that when you go to school and you have these kids that might look down on you or might talk to you, no, don't do that. She has lids. No, go put them back. Go put them back. Go put them back. Annalise, Mommy's talking to you. No. Sorry, guys. Kids can get a little loud and not listen. Put the phone down. Alright, so what's going on, Brandy? Welcome. It's what we think we know already that stops us from learning. Yes, very true. Very true. Alright, welcome back, Asian. Yeah, so, alright, Rebecca, appreciate you coming. We'll definitely catch you a little later. and everyone that has to go or whatever. I appreciate y'all being here, and hopefully I will see everyone in Megan's chat for bingo. But yeah, you guys, it doesn't matter if you are in school and you have other kids that are looking down on you, making fun of you, whatever it is, right? You have to learn in your mind. It's mind over matter. Not like I said, it's easier said than done, but it's mind over matter. So don't let other people and what is said about you. Don't let that determine how you act or what happens to you in the future. What's going on, Bergie Love? Welcome. So the thing is that if you always wake up every single day and you decide that you're going to have a good day, you're not going to let anyone else discourage you, you're not going to let anything get in the way, and that you, no matter what, will succeed at that day. Whatever you have planned for that day, you will succeed. And as you go at your small goals in order to reach your good goals, all right, Sandy, appreciate you coming. And as you work every day to reach your bigger goals, then you'll be surprised at how much easier it is to reach those goals. So that's kind of the subject I wanted to talk about, and how it doesn't have to deal with business. A lot of times people get into the motivational speeches, some of the uplifting talks about business and stuff, but if you take that and you apply it to your life, it can really help you as you go throughout your life and trying to reach certain milestones, stuff like that. Eric Thomas also talks about, I think it's a New Zealand rugby team. I don't know do we have New Zealand here? Anyone from New Zealand? I thought we did. I thought we had some people from New Zealand, but I'm not sure. If you know of I think it's called the All Blacks team in rugby. If you have not ever seen their warm up or seen what they do before their games, definitely go just check out the beginning of it. Because you talk about motivation, you talk about positivity, you talk about having the energy to really go at it and handle anything that's brought at you. Go look at their warm up little what is it called? Their routine. Go look at the routine they do before every game. I'm pretty sure it's called the All Blacks in New Zealand, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I saw that I saw that also earlier today, and the things that they show during the little routine, it's amazing, and it kind of gives you a little more outlook on life. Not that you wake up every morning and you want to do some routine where you're jumping up and down and showing your chest type thing, and just like a gorilla going at the day, nothing like that, nothing crazy. I mean, if you want to, that's fine, but you wake up every morning knowing that you're gonna succeed at whatever you do. Don't take failure as an option. The only time that failure will ever happen is if you accept the failure. If you do not accept failure, you will never fail. You'll only succeed, and you'll have a lot of learning experiences on the way. Andy says, business is a hard thing to do. It takes a lot of work and effort, and sometimes it's done by only one person. Yes, I know that very well. I do have an online store that has not really succeeded, I guess you could say. But it's just one of those things. I still have it. It's still there. I spent so much time making that store. I went 7 days, no sleep, nothing like that. I mean, it was a long week trying to get it all set up, and I was determined. And I finally made it. I got it set up and didn't have to pay anyone else to do it. And Shopify is not easy to set up your own store and get all the products in, get everything set up to where it's automated, all that stuff in less than a week, with no experience at all. Python says, success is you living, you enjoying your day, and making every day count. Exactly, yes. Andy says, makes me think of Kevin Hart. Say it with your chest. Yes. Yep, exactly. What's going on, We Didn't Reap? So glad you're here, man. Appreciate you coming. You guys, if you support the 420 groups, We Didn't Reap is a very positive, very uplifting guy. So if you're a supporter of 420, or you don't mind 420 chats and stuff, he is one of the best guys you could go to and talk with. Very uplifting. Simple Joy says, a day enjoyed and appreciated sounds like success to me. Yes, exactly. Yes, it does. What's going on, Wolf? Welcome. Appreciate you coming by. What's going on, Finding Hope? Welcome. So glad you're here. Let's see here. I think I'm missing some comments. Joshua says, success is staying positive, enjoying what you're doing and posting. Yes, exactly, especially with YouTube. Sometimes, you know, when you're on YouTube and everything, you know, you have down days. I actually went on to, Social Blade, I think. I'm a little behind on the times. Apparently, Social Blade's been around for forever. I didn't know that. So I thought it was like, oh, the coolest thing when I found it. Apparently, everyone knows about Social Blade. So I'm just like lost in, you know, Timbuktu about that. But I found it, and it was amazing to look at like my average of, you know, how many subs I get per day, how many views I get per day. Suggested what I would make, you know, on YouTube type thing. And you guys, if you actually go look at that, I mean, to sit here and say you might make like 20 cents a day, you know, stuff like that, you know, you really have to work your butt off, and you better not be doing this for money, because it's not going to come for a while. You know, at least from the YouTube side. If you have affiliates and sponsors, you could probably start making money sooner. But, you know, we can't sit here and think, oh, I'm going to get Super Chat so other people can take their hard-earned money and send it my way because I'm selfish. You know, you can't think of it that way. I mean, there are people out there that's going to send you Super Chats and stuff like that. But, you know, can you really feel good about yourself if someone that doesn't have that much money, and they're sending you money because they want to support you, you know, because you're over here, like, begging for it and saying, oh, I'm broke, blah, blah, blah. I mean, come on, guys. That's just not right. At least in my mind, it's not, and I will never get along with someone that thinks it's right to ask for money from other people. And that's all I've always thought. Now, Lou Rock did kind of explain it to me and say, look, people want to support you. You know, if they want to support you by donating, then, you know, let them, you know, and you accept it with open arms, you know, but you shouldn't be out there begging for it, you know. And I was like, okay, I can kind of understand that. People that do want to support you, I can kind of understand that. It's very hard for me to sit here and be like, well, this person, you know, might not have very much money, and they're sending me money. You know, that doesn't make me feel good. But I do understand the support. If people want to support you, then that's different. But you have channels out here that are, like, begging for money, you know, or saying, oh, if you want this, then you need to donate this amount of money. Or, oh, if you want us to go out here and do this, you know, in public or something, then donate money. I don't understand that whole concept. So, I think she went in the playroom. Did she? She still went in there. Oh, I thought Annalisa's room door was closed. Let's see. Chris says, I don't want to get monetized. I feel like getting that money is just useless. Plus, some of my videos are like 2 seconds long. So why put an ad on it? Yeah, I mean, now the thing is that, I mean, you can monetize. Why not monetize if you have the option? Because that's YouTube's money. YouTube makes billions of dollars a year. You know, YouTube's the one that should be paying you, not people taking it out of their pockets. You know? No, I'll probably have Super Chat. I just won't ever ask people to donate for any reason at all. I might still have Super Chat. I'm actually trying to find a way around it, because I think it's ridiculous. YouTube takes 30%, and anything considered a donation is supposed to go to that donor. Not 1 penny of it's supposed to go to anyone else if it's a donation. And YouTube does consider it, you know, a donation. But yeah, no, I'll probably have Super Chat set up. I'm saying these people that actually sit here and say, you need to donate, you know, I'm out of money, you know, I can't do this, blah, 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 and they're like begging for money. I don't agree with that at all. But I might have Super Chat sitting there, you know, and if people want to donate, I mean, that's fine. But, you know, also think they're going to be taking 30% of that. You know, if you really want to donate, I can, like, put my PayPal link in the description or something like that. But I'm not one to sit here and want to ask people for money. YouTube should be the one that's, you know, paying for our content, because we're giving YouTube a reason to stay alive. You know, YouTube is still here on YouTube because of us. Yes, we might be small channels, but if they didn't have billions of people that had small channels putting up content, and they just didn't ever pay any of them, and they're still getting views, then YouTube wouldn't be worth anything. You got to think, we're not monetized right now. We're still putting up content for people to watch. People are still coming to YouTube, right? YouTube is still making a ton of money, and we're not getting a dime because we're not monetized. And when they have millions and millions of people that are all doing this with small channels, then of course they're making a killing off of all these people that aren't getting a single dime. So my thing is, YouTube should pay people. Other people shouldn't sit here and just keep giving money. I understand, and it's nice when people want to support. And I'm perfectly fine with people supporting and all that. But when people just go around begging for stuff, that doesn't sit right with me. Simple Joy says PayPal is a way around it. The percentage taken from YouTube is criminal. Yes, it is. And the thing is that I was looking at Streamlabs the other day. I tried to do a thing for Streamlabs, and the thing is that Streamlabs does not take a single bit of it. It's all 100% goes to you. That's why, I tried to stream from it. My phone wouldn't, the signal wasn't good enough or something. I don't know. But it ended up cutting it out. Because Streamlabs, when you donate, you have people that dance across the screen. Plus, when people subscribe, you're like a little cartoon character just like dancing on the screen. Plus, when people subscribe, it comes up and pops up on your screen. Plus, you can put little banners around on there for people that do donate, or people that, visit your website or whatever it is, if you have a website, stuff like that. It's so much more customizable, and it just seems a lot better and sits more well with me than having YouTube just make even more money off of people that aren't making enough, Drake says 100%, and welcome, by the way, Drake Hunter, says 100% success is not easy, but if we stay true to ourselves and are a good, genuine person, I would hope the universe would provide. Obviously, nothing comes for free. Hard work is key. Yes, exactly. That's very true. The universe gives you what you demand from it. So if you demand the universe to give you stuff, the universe will fall in line. But you can't just sit here and be like, oh, well, I want this. It needs to come to me, but you're not willing to do anything for it. And in the back of your mind, it's not going to happen. That's not what I'm talking about. It's not what the universe works. It's not how it works. You can't, you cannot manipulate the universe, okay? The universe has, its own workings, how things all line up and come together, people meeting, stuff like that. You cannot manipulate the universe. If you try, you're going to fail miserably. What's going on, Paul? Welcome. You guys, if you don't know who Paul Biscuit is, he does vlogs, good vlogs. I've watched quite a few of his vlogs, and I'm not a big vlog person. So obviously they're very entertaining if someone that's not a vlog person can actually watch vlogs. Definitely go show his channel some love. If you enjoy his videos, you love what you see, definitely hit the subscribe button and hit the bell. There's no point in subscribing if you're not going to hit the bell. There's no point in subscribing if you don't plan on supporting. So definitely check his channel out. He's got a very good channel. And also follow him on Twitter, because he does release a lot of info on his channel on Twitter too. What's going on, Sharon? Welcome. Good use for donations is to use the money to travel America to watch trains. I don't know if... I don't have that much interest in trains. I mean, no offense to you or anyone that does trains. But, I just don't have that much of an interest in it. But yeah, if that's what you want to do and you love trains, then by all means. But if you're begging for donations, you're going to fail miserably. What's going on, Big Bear? Welcome. It takes forever to go to PayPal from Streamlabs. Oh, does it, Asian? See, I haven't ever gone all the way through it, so I'm not sure. Elliot says, I use Streamlabs. Cool. Maybe you could, help me get it all set up. I don't know what I did wrong with Streamlabs, but obviously I didn't do something right. Oh, no, nothing, Paul. Nothing's really going on. I'm going to get off here in about 5-6 minutes. And no, I'm not going to say that and get off here 20 minutes later like I always do. Oh, no, she runs around screaming all the time. That's Miracle. Eventually you just kind of, get used to it or just kind of deal with it, even when she plays, she screams. What's going on, Peeper? Welcome. Python says, I'm very responsible with my snakes and well aware they are wild animals. We only socialize them in our life. Oh, yeah, cool. I didn't realize you were had your own little conversation going on. Universe witness me. Yeah, exactly, Drake. I was watching a YouTuber called, I don't know, live stream. He gets happy when someone sends $2 but sounds depressed when he gets sent $1. Yeah, see, I don't keep up with that stuff, gamer. I would have no clue. I could care less about him. Just being honest, man, I really could give two craps about him or anyone else that, you know, is going to act that way and stuff like that. Like, that doesn't affect my channel, so if he wants to act that way, I'm not sending any of my subscribers over there, my supporters over there. I would never want people that, you know, I interact with and I care about as my, you know, supporters. I wouldn't want them around that. So I'm not going to support that, you know, whereas people that have awesome channels, you know, I'm going to support them all day long. You know, even when Simple Joys wasn't in here the other day, I was talking about Simple Joys and their, you know, trivia stuff, you know. That's just kind of how it is. Like, you know, if you're in a good community, uplifting, positive community, that's kind of what, you know, what happens. People just naturally talk about your channels, you know. It's a lot better than coming in here saying, sub me, sub me, sub me, I want a shout out, I want a shout out. Okay, I'm going to shout out to Makoto Asian. Next person, no one cares, you know. No one cares about a stupid shout out that you're begging for. And it just really seems to me like it's only kids that do that. No offense to kids. I'm going to tell you the truth, though. It does not seem like any reasonable, mature adult is going to walk in somewhere and say, sub me, sub me, sub me. I don't think anyone mature would sit there and do that, you know. I could be wrong, I guess. It's not really a mature thing to do. But like I said, I'm very blunt and honest to the point. So, you know, whatever. Someone doesn't like it, later. The universe has everything planned out already. No matter what path we take, it already is laid out for us. To an extent, I believe that might be true, but I do believe that nothing is lined out in the future. We still have our agency to choose. We can still make something of ourselves. I wouldn't just sit here and say, oh, well, it's already lined out, sit back and do absolutely nothing, because whatever happens is going to happen. You know what I'm saying? So I do kind of agree with that to an extent, but I don't think you can just sit back and let it happen, you know? Cab7, welcome. So glad you're here. I appreciate you being here, brother. It really means a lot. I am way behind on comments. I apologize, you guys. Wow. I am so far behind. I really apologize. I did not realize I was that far behind. Let's see. Yeah, I apologize. I'm sitting here shouting out Cab7, I guess, and he might have already said bye. I scrolled to the bottom of the comments, you guys, so I really apologize. I did not realize I was that far behind. I only have like 2 minutes left, you guys. So you guys, along with the positivity, I only have 896. Cool. I was at like 915 earlier. So 896. I lost what, like 20 subs? That's cool. They probably took away some, what do they call it? People that are not active. So it's all good. I was already at 9:15 earlier, so must be YouTube doing some crazy stuff again. It's all good though, you guys. But yeah, you guys, if you have not already, you have like 2 seconds left to send Megan your bingo cards. If you want to go in there and watch bingo, yes, I do have an email. It's erichebert5@gmail.com. My first and last name. Make sure you spell my last name right in order to get the email to me. But it's my first and last name 5@gmail.com. I think it's in my about page too, just so you're aware. But yes, I hope that all of you guys will at least come by and watch bingo at 7 o'clock. Megan, I think her channel name's Lil Megan of 2 Boys. Check her out. My last video has her video link and the directions for bingo in it. You have a couple of seconds left to really get in there. Welcome, Marie. If I missed anyone coming in, I apologize. I'm glad everyone was here, and I will be getting all of the information soon on the trivia that I'm going to be doing. Hopefully do a trivia night. So I will definitely see you guys, hopefully at Megan's chat, and then if not, I will see you guys tomorrow. Later.